Hey everyone, welcome back to the 1% Shift episode on the Live Life Balance podcast. I am so excited to be bringing you this mini-series because it was inspired by you. You guys have asked me for swaps, you've asked me for tips, you've asked me for tools, you've asked now what, how do I do this, where do I start? So I thought each week I would do one short episode on one particular topic, and I would do just that. I would give you the tips and tools that you need, the swaps and the things that you need to do in order to make those shifts in that particular area to help you to keep going on your journey to create better health and wellness for yourself. And who knows, you might even pick up a habit or two that could become one of your non-negotiables. So let's go explore this week's topic and see what we can find. Good morning. Happy Monday. Today we're going to dive into the concept of bio individuality. So the first question is, have you ever noticed when you're talking to a friend or a family member, that one thing might work for that person, but then when you try it, it doesn't work for you, and vice versa. And, when we're talking about health and wellness, it always comes from a lens that everybody is bio individual, which means that we're all unique. We all have a genetic makeup, which we call our constitution. We all have different lifestyle choices. And, this uniqueness really does play a crucial role in how we respond to various modalities of healing. And so first, I just kind of wanted to talk about exactly what bio individuality is. So simply put, it's just the understanding that each person has specific needs when it comes to achieving optimal health for themselves. It takes into account factors such as genetics, epigenetics, environment, lifestyle choices, where you live, again, being environmental. There's just so much more than just the food on your plate. So to give kind of a concrete concept, I just wanted you guys to imagine your body being like a unique puzzle. And with every piece, of your puzzle represents a different aspect of your health. And so what works for one person may not fit into the puzzle of another because we all have our own puzzle pieces. So that's why it's really essential for us to embrace individuality and explore what works for us. And I know you guys hear that over and over, get on this diet, do this, you need to be running, you need to be, hitting the gym hard, you need to do yoga, it doesn't work for us at this age, your hormones are all over the place. We just are inundated by so much information. And so I just wanted to leave you today with 3 simple tips to help us to navigate your healing journey based off your concept of your bio individuality. So the first thing we have to get in tune with is listening to our bodies. We have to pay attention to how different things make us feel, and that includes foods, exercise, lifestyle habits. When you do something, you should be able to ask yourself a question: how do I feel after I eat X, Y, and Z? Or how do I feel after I go to that workout class? Or how do I feel after I have 4 glasses of wine? You have to listen to what your body says because your body communicates with you through signals such as energy levels, digestion, mood, sleep quality. If something doesn't feel right or it doesn't resonate with you, it is totally okay to explore other options. So give yourself that permission to do something, experiment, see how it feels, and decide, is this working for me personally, my bio individuality, or is it just what everybody else is doing and I think I should be doing it too? The second thing is, when you are experimenting, you have to experiment mindfully. That means changing the way that you look at something, taking a more curious and experimental approach to your wellness. Because, again, at the end of the day, since we all are so different, we've got to get curious and we have to be willing to experiment with multiple different things to find what best fits us and not put so much pressure on ourselves that one thing should work for everybody. Trying out different eating styles, exercise routines, mindfulness practices, alternative therapies, but again, doing so with having the mindset of being mindful. So, keep track on, how each thing that you're doing impacts your overall wellness, and then just kind of adjust to that. And the third tip that I wanted to leave you today is just seek guidance, but also trust yourself. I think for so long we've put our trust and our health and wellness into somebody else's hands, expecting them to know exactly what we need, when in actuality, we know ourselves the best. We live with ourselves every day. We're the ones that wake up in the morning, go to sleep with ourselves. We are the ones that, do things that impact us every minute of every day. And these people that we seek help from only get little tiny glimpses of us. And so just remember that healthcare professionals have a place, coaches have a place, mentors have a place, but ultimately you've got to find one that marries up with your values and your morals. And then you have to remember that they're guides. They're there to help you, to share what they know. And then you have to make that final decision if it works for you or not. So you know your body better than anyone, right? So those external guidance that we're talking about, those people, those tools that you're putting into place, they are there to enhance like your understanding, but also make choices based on what feels right and aligned to your values and your goals. Because at the end of the day, this is your life journey. That doesn't mean that it should be easy. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have ups and downs and dips and all the things we talked about and continue to talk about, but you have the power. When you walk away from this episode, I want you to remember today that you are the one that cares for you ultimately, and you have to do what is best for you. So, as we wrap up, I want to remind you there is no one size fits all. Embrace your uniqueness, honor your body's needs, and empower yourself to embark on a healing journey that is just for you and your body and your puzzle. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this topic, please, subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, share it with somebody who might also be interested in learning how to empower themselves. And until next time, find peace, love, and light by breathing, being present, and allowing all possibilities to come your way. Have a great week. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 1% Shift episode on the Live Life Balance podcast. I am so excited to be bringing you this mini-series because it was inspired by you. You guys have asked me for swaps, you've asked me for tips, you've asked me for tools, you've asked now what? How do I do this? Where do I start? So I thought each week I would do one short episode on one particular topic, and I would do just that. I would give you the tips and tools that you need, the swaps and the things that you need to do in order to make those shifts in that particular area to help you to keep going on your journey to create better health and wellness for yourself. And who knows, you might even pick up a habit or two that could become one of your non-negotiables. So let's go explore this week's topic and see what we can find.